Hello, hello, hello. So it's Thursday morning, which means it's our hump day. It's our midweek, right? As hairstylists and as cosmetologists for most of us. And I wanted to talk about how your time is expensive. And this is true, obviously, for anybody, but because of the nature of a cosmetology program where you actually are required to sit your butt in one particular building for 8 hours a day, it's really easy. And I'm just emphasizing this because we all have phones these days. And hairstylists we typically suffer from an ADHD type of complex, and we're instant gratification type of artists. So, and that's why I'm trying to keep these little episodes as short as possible, because 5 minutes is actually a really long time for me to pay attention to anything. And I know that that's true for a lot of us, but when you have downtime in class, or maybe when you are in coursework and if for whatever reason you're bored, right? You're bored, you're distracted, something's happened and you're not paying attention. And you catch yourself daydreaming, or you catch yourself realizing, like, I'm so bored. There's no reason to be bored in cosmetology school. You can always be into action, right? So one thing that I know works for me in my career, because I'm already a hairstylist, is I have more in common with anybody on this planet that is trying to achieve a particular goal than someone who is not. So when I'm talking to someone, if they are trailing off into gossip, if they're trailing off into something that has nothing to do with their life, I know that it is not going to actually help my life. So watching our conversations, and it's easy to get on social media and start talking to the person or follow the social media account, right? That helps us dive into the nothingness of contributing to our end game. One of the reasons I suggested making a separate social media account is I want you to choose your favorite account right now. And that's going to shift over if you're like me, it shifts every 10 days. Who's my favorite person to check out their account? And go look at how often they post. Obviously, it's not my account because I am not a social media queen. But go look at how often they post. Look at the time, the production value, even if it's just an everyday hairstylist and they took time to edit the video. They already obviously have a client. So they've taken the time to market themselves, right? To gain a client, to ask that client if they can videotape them, to take the time to videotape it, edit it, and then also post either its instruction, or they've looked up hashtags that they're trying to get people to follow them. If they have followers and you don't have as many, you can learn from them. So make sure that when you have downtime, especially on hump day, right? We started the week off with something really heavy and sad that happened in our country. And I'm just referring to the mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas. So what can we do on hump day to make sure that we have had the procedures we need to get done, a little bit of business development that we need to get done, probably most importantly, the coursework that's coming our way. Next week, you'll be a month into cosmetology school. You'll have your first test pretty soon if you haven't already. So it's hump day today. This is a great time to focus. This is a great time to buckle down. And like I said, your time is so valuable. It's the most expensive thing you have. And ask anybody who graduated late from cosmetology school, the late fees that they acquired on their loans, right? So make sure that you're watching your conversations, watching your mindset, and